Happy New Year! Today's the 1st of January 2025, and I, as promised, have started my health journey. I've always been on it. I just took a year off, and it took me a few months to allow myself mentally to let go of my eating and just to let myself relax enough to enjoy life while I was on the road. So I still don't eat gluten. I still didn't eat gluten. I just can't. I just notice the difference in my body and what it does to my body. So I stayed away from gluten, and if I ate rice, it would have to be low GI rice, like basmati or even jasmine rice, but never normal rice. I just feel the effects of all those foods on my body. So even though I cheated, I would I would cheat still with those things in mind, because it's not good eating something that you want that's gonna affect you later. So if I had pasta, for example, it would be gluten-free pasta. So I did cheat, but I enjoyed it. And that was last year. So today I did start my thing, what I promised I would do, and I promised myself to do that. So I'm house sitting at the moment. That's why I'm sitting on the lounge. Otherwise I'd be in the van. So I've kept a record of my starting weight today. I don't have because I'm not in my house, I don't have my the tape that I would measure myself, like a dressmaker's tape. I can go buy one, I know, but how much stuff do I want to buy and store in the van that I have at my house, like in storage? And then when I move back in, I've got 4 of everything, because I've got a couple of those tapes at home in storage. So I don't want to buy a whole heap of stuff. I could get a piece of string, for example, which I do have in the van. I might get a piece of string and mark it to around my waist, and that'll won't tell me centimeters, but it'll give me a measurement of what my waist is today. So I'll do it again in a month. I'll be back to eating clean again. I've had for breakfast today 2 fried eggs with some mushrooms, and I put baby spinach in the fry pan as well. I did have I have a plunger, so I make my coffee there, but I add a little bit of cream, which is good if you're doing keto. So I don't know how that'll go with what I'm doing. But that's the only time I'll have, even if it was milk, that would be the only time I have it. So I'm not going to stress too much about that. I can use the floor and do sit-ups and squats and lunges and push-ups and that kind of basic body weight exercise. And really, I think body weight exercise is pretty good. Anyway, do have a resistance band in the van that I could use if I wanted to do bicep curls or anything with, maybe I could do you can do tricep dips on a park bench, like there's so many ways to improvise. So I have what I need, and I just thought I'd say Happy New Year to you all, and remind you of what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys will be able to see difference as well, because if you're interested in this product that I'm using, you too can also, I can send you a link. It'll have information. So when I first got onto it, naturopaths were prescribing it for their patients. Now there's doctors and more studies coming out on it's a plant. It's a plant that they're using to make this supplement. So it's not going to be harmful. And I worked with naturopaths years ago, and I know that they use this plant for other issues, but and also for you men followers, this supplement is for men and women. So yeah, I have the link, my link, but it would be through Messenger, I think. So, you know, I would have to connect that way. But, and if you want to connect that way, just look up Be Inspired by Desiree on Facebook and you can send me a message there. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Happy New Year. I'm having a very chill day today. I did take myself out to watch fireworks at the foreshore here in Wollongong. And then I took myself out to have a little dance. And I was surrounded by a lot of drunk people, and that's not really my thing. So I felt the urge to be in my van at midnight, because that van and I have been through a lot last year. So that's where I was at midnight, and I heard a group of people in the neighborhood do the countdown and say Happy New Year to each other. So I wished myself a Happy New Year, and that's how I spent my New Year, which I find really tough, actually. I'll get a bit deeper and personal. I find it tough to be alone on New Year's Eve. I always want, I guess I always want a Happy New Year kiss from somebody special. I miss that. I do miss that. Anyway, the right person is out there, and he'll come along at the right time. All right, they're the puppies I'm looking after. All right, well, I hope you all had a great New Year's Eve. Yeah, if you want to connect with me on Facebook, just go to the Be Inspired by Desiree, and I'll keep you posted. See you later.